Okay guys, so what I'm going to work on today, it's going to be a real fast video, well as fast as I can make it. We're just going to work on the nose, okay? This is a piece of pine wood. It was 2x2, cut in half, so you can see the triangle shape that we're working with, right? So but we're going to do a bigger scale, okay? This is a 4x4 piece of cedar, cut in half. Here's the other piece here. My good friend, I've talked about it before, the mad scientist, help me cut this 4x4 on his bandsaw. Okay, so you can see what we're going to work with. We're going to work with this angle right here. The easiest point to make your nose, guys. So this is what we're going to be making today. We're going to concentrate on the nose. We're going to, and the eyebrows, because I think they have a lot to do with the nose. So we can carve the bridge of the nose, the bridge deeper, right? And make our eyebrows raised. But we're not going to concentrate on the forehead. We're not going to concentrate on the eyes or the mustache. Just the nose today, okay? So let me get set up. And it's always good to have a piece of paper or whatever, a replica of a human face, so you can see a side view of how you should carve the human face. Because it resembles a wizard, right? Like you could draw in a mustache there and a beard here, right? But this part, the nose sticking out, and how it's the bridge of the nose sinks in, and the eyebrows are higher right there, you can see, right? You know, it's good to have one of these posted where you're carving, guys, for the real new carvers. I can't even carve human face. I always have a problem with the bottom lips, with the lips, right? But I'm sure I could do it if I try hard enough. You just got to keep practicing. Today we're going to use once again, infamous Kutzall 1/8 extreme flame burr. Okay, there'll be a link below in the description, guys. So let's go and make this video quick, not boring. Okay, once again, this is Western red cedar that we're going to be carving here, okay? We're going to concentrate on the nose, see the nostrils there, and the undercuts. So you can see the formula of how I draw my faces, guys. The nose is the most important piece of the, actually let's try a different piece here. Okay, so let's see here. Center line, guys, you can see your center is the high point, right? Triangle. Center line all the way down. So drawing the nose. Drawing the nose. So wherever you put the nose is going to depend where you want your forehead, right? So we'll put the nose right down here. Don't make it too wide. Don't make it too skinny. And try and get this pitch of the nostril and this pitch of the nostril the same, guys. Because if you don't, you're going to have one mustache that looks bigger, one side of the mustache that looks bigger than the other. Okay, so those aren't perfect. But I think they're close enough, okay? So we'll just quickly draw our mustache on. This is just reference, guys, okay? We're going to use these lines today for our eyes. And those will be our eyebrow cuts there, okay? So you guys can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up my Dremel, flex shaft, and I'm going to cut down here. Straight down, about that deep, okay? All along here on the outside of the lines and in here, okay? And I'm going to cut deep down in here, like I said, about this deep. And then I'll just shut up. God damn it. Okay, let me start carving. we're gonna do is we're not gonna pay attention to this old mustache line. We're gonna carve that right out, guys. We can redraw our mustache in. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna carve this all out, like I say, feather it all out like a slow hill. Okay, we're gonna cut all this out. Both sides, this whole area. Cut it all out. Make that nose pop out. You'll see as I start carving how the nose will pop out. I'll try and carve it on this angle so you can see. The deeper you guys carve down here, the more it's going to make this nose pop out, right? And also, the deeper you carve beside the nose in this pit here, right? Right in here, along here, the more the nose will pop out too, okay? So I'm going to carve this out a bit, right? Make it all flush. I'm going to cut the eyelids in, or not the eyelids, the eyebrows, okay? I'm going to cut deeper in here right now on this side so I can show you guys. And I'm going to feather this all out, all the way. And this is a must. At this point also, you can redraw your mustache on because your nose is sticking out far, right? So do your center line, guys. Use a pencil too. Okay? But I'm going to concentrate on beside the nose now. This part right here, I'm going to cut all this out and cut the eye in. Not the eye, the eyebrow. Okay. See that? Cut it deeper in there if you want. Okay? So you can see there. Now I'm going to shape the nose, okay? Try and make everything nice and round. Actually, hold on. Okay, you can see here now I got the nose established, right? There it is, sticking out a big old honker, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut deeper in here. When you look at this face, go like this. Okay? You want to cut this out, right? So I just cut right in here. I cut this all out. I cut back here, okay? I cut back here on the outside of these lines, and then you'll have raised eyebrows, right? Once I cut here, on the outside of this line, then my eyebrows will be raised. And I can carve deeper in here too, right? So, and then I'm going to cut deeper in here now. Okay, I'm going to cut all this deeper. So that will act as the bridges in the nose right there, right? See how that works, guys? Okay. This guy's got a honker. See how it goes in there? Just like the face. Look at your eyebrows are raised above now. Now we're gonna feather this all away. We're not gonna worry about our forehead right now, guys, but we're gonna feather this all away so your eyebrows are raised up. Okay, there we go. Look at the profile that we got. We got raised. Our eyebrows are raised, right? We're not worried about the forehead right now. The bridge of our nose is deeper, like this face. See? Okay. That is that right there. Now what we're going to do, see what I was kind of doing? I was rounding the nose off, kind of cut it back a bit here so it didn't stick out so much. So I was see how it's kind of rounded and making this depth the same as this depth. This one needs to go down a little bit more. So now what we're going to do is we're going to carve our nostrils in. Use a pencil, guys. I'm only using this pen to show you so it sticks out in this video. If you use a pencil, you can erase it. Jesus! Okay? So again, draw your center line on your nose. Okay, here's our old center line. Line it up with that all the way up. The nostrils, well, just try and make them both on the same side. Lots of time I don't really spend a lot of time on my nostrils and they kind of look funny, but whatever. But see how that is? There's one. Look at that guy's a hunker, yeah. That's the good thing about doing wood spirits or whatever. You can make them to whatever you want. Okay, see this nostril's a little bit lower than this one? So I'm just going to draw it in there a bit more. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut all this out. I'm going to cut. When I'm working on the nose and the eyeballs, guys, I go really easy with my tool. Real light-handed. That's not one to call me heavy hands, okay? So here, I'm going to carve on the outside of the nostrils. On the outside of this line. On the outside of the line. You want to keep your nostrils raised up, right? Okay? I'm going to go real light-handed, guys and girls. Okay, see how that cut out in there? Now I'm going to go along and chisel this out. Take it all out. See how the nostrils are raised, stick it out further. Now I'm going to cut all this out on a slope. Not straight up and down because your nose is going to be like that thin. But I'm going to carve it so it's like a triangle, so it's going this way. Okay? Nice and easy. Now I'm going to take some of the top of the nose off. Okay, so now I'm going to round the nostril, make it blend in nice, right? On both sides. Okay, guys, you can see his nose comes out, right? His nose comes out right here. His nose comes out. His eyebrows, or eye socket, whatever they're called, depth. See how the nose is sloped back? I still got depth in here. It comes down. See how the top is pointy? You can round it off later, and then it comes down. Okay? So, and our nostrils are a little bit flared out. Not too much, just a little bit, right? I don't make them like obvious nostrils. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our Dremel tool and we're going to cut up and under. Okay? Like this way. Up and under. One side, up and under the other side. And then if you don't cut it so you have a real thin wall on the outside of the nose, okay? You make it so you got like that much of an outside wall around the nostril, because then you can shape it. If you make it too thin, it will just break apart and you'll have a nostril that's way up here and it just kind of looks funny. Okay, so let's do that now. Okay, so up and under. So there's one hole. Do the same on the other side. There's another hole. There's our two nostrils. They don't have to be perfect on the bottom side, guys. So now I'm going to get my Dremel tool, my Kutzall bit, and I'm going to carve this nice and round here so you can see the side of the nostril, kind of. It's only how I do mine, guys. Okay, I think it's going pretty good so far. You see we got our nostrils cut in there. Give them a little bit of a slope so they look like friggin' nostrils. This guy's got a big honker. So now we're at the point where we're done working on our nose. You can touch it up, guys. You can go over it lightly with your sander or whatever. Now at this point, okay, you can redraw your mustache in, right? Because we lost the mustache. So I'd like to bring my mustache pointy up to the nose, okay? There's no sense drawing a bottom lip in yet because you're going to carve all this out. So let's save that for the next video. We'll be doing the mustache and the bottom lip. So you guys can see right there how I do my noses, okay? Next video will be the mustache and the bottom lip.